Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. But right away, they'll change the look. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. Jackson going to change things up a bit. That's taken in by Duvernay. The 20. 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 50 yards. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. In motion right is Watkins. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 26. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man has got it, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Check 52. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3. Check. Look.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In motion right, Watkins. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Switch. New on now. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears.
An audible here to get a new look. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this out past the 25. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Third down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Here's second and 10. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Being chased out left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And Hurts going to move him around. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Flowers going to go in motion right. third down. Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good gain.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Hurts changing up the play. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Steps away. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's second down. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start the drive here with Gainwell, and he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a first throw here in overtime. Complete to Jones. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go, D. All day, D. Hey, count up, Yanni. Check 31, check 31.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now, because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hey, check Mike 6, 73.
He'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Watch 63, 63, 63.
Swift again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown run. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up.
from the 33. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, here's Mitchell. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Jackson. That is caught.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can...
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was, and as dramatic an ending as we